If you're able to pick up on other people's energy without them even saying a word, you have superpowers. You are an empath. And I think there's 5 key superpowers that come from being an empath that I'd like to go over here with you. I think sometimes empaths can get very overwhelmed and drained and overstimulated, and it can feel a bit isolating to have all of this overstimulation and empathy running around all of the time. But with these 5 superpowers, I'll include 5 tricks to kind of help manage and navigate these superpowers so they can only ever be an asset and never a hindrance for you. The first superpower is deep emotional insight. Empaths have this ability to pick up on the emotions around them without them even being said. But when they are being said, empaths have this ability to hold space for and feel what that person is going through, and not just resonate, but like genuinely feel in their body and in their heart what someone else is feeling. In turn, that gives you profound emotional insight and ability to support people and connect with others when you're able to pick up on these cues and trust them. Empaths have really strong gut instincts, so combined with your ability to relate to others, your gut will often lead you exactly towards what you need to share and say that is exactly what that person needs to hear. In order to harness this skill, practice active listening. By truly listening to what is being shared with you, by truly hearing someone and listening and taking note on every single aspect of the journey that they're navigating, you can allow it to pass through you and ask your body. Let it sit in there. And by listening to your body as well as the person that you're chatting with, you're able to sense exactly what they're going through and use your own inner wisdom to support them on their journey. At the end of the day, everyone just wants to feel heard and understood and seen. And empaths have this really fantastic ability to connect with what other people are feeling and going through. And in turn, it allows us to know exactly what they're going through and exactly what to say, as long as we're trusting our body and our inner wisdom in order to guide us there. The second superpower is energy reading. The ability to walk into a room and sense which people are expansive and light and sense which people are a bit more negative or carrying a shadow with them or holding more judgment. Have you ever just, from a first impression of someone, caught a weird vibe, and after spending more time or hearing more of what they have to say, or even hearing other reflections of other people's interpretations of them, had everything that you were picking up on from your very first instinct just be validated? By being able to sense and pick up on these different energies and trust them, it can help you really see which people are meant for you, which people aren't meant for you, which people are positive, which people are negative, which people are light and expansive, and which people are dense and draining. As overwhelming as that can be, and as confusing as that can be, it's a really important superpower, because there are some people that do their best to walk around in lightness, but you can still sense their shadow or something that's under the surface that maybe you can't pinpoint, but you can pick up on the energy of. In order to protect yourself from absorbing and taking on these energies, there's a little bit of light work you can do. Close your eyes and visualize white light starting in your heart, expanding to cover your whole vessel, and then expanding outwards to be this little protective shield around you. And as you allow your own energy to fill up that vessel, it creates this nice little bubble around you. And as you visualize it getting stronger and carrying it with you throughout your day, you realize that other people's energies cannot penetrate and come into your energy field and into your vessel. And visualization is a really great power, because lots of empaths are very much so intuitive. So by tapping into your visualization and your intuition and trusting the energy work and the magic you're doing, you're able to go into those high traffic, high population, high energy areas knowing that you are grounded in your energy, that you are not taking on things that you don't need to, and that you have good boundaries for your own self-preservation. Superpower number 3 is a big one, and it's healing abilities. Healing abilities can come through energy healing, emotional healing, comforting, all of those things. Healing is really potent and powerful, and it's something we do within ourselves, but it's also something that we can support other people through. And being an empath allows you to connect with what people are feeling more and knowing exactly what to say, because you're able to feel exactly what they're feeling, even if you've never been through it before. As a Reiki practitioner, I've been able to do so many good things with the energy healing I'm able to do as an empath, because it has given me a modality to direct and channel the energy through, as well as helping me create my boundaries to keep my energy separate. It can be this fine line and dance sometimes of trying to help and take on what other people are going through, while also trying to keep yourself safe and protected, and doing different types of energy work on others, whether it's performing Reiki for them, sending Reiki to them, has been really great on my journey to make sure that I'm able to support people, but also support myself. By receiving my own Reiki, I'm able to strengthen my own boundaries, my own energy. By allowing other people to receive Reiki from me, I'm able to do that same thing for them. But on the emotional healing side of things, by being able to connect with and hold space for and truly hear and understand and feel what someone else is moving through, words alone can be extremely powerful. Between emotional healing, energy healing, being supportive, knowing what to say, all of those aspects come a lot quicker and sharper and stronger for empaths. And the more we lean into those healing abilities for ourselves and others, the more we're able to make this world a better place, which is really the goal at the end of the day. Superpower number 4 is your intuition. Empaths have a really strong inner compass that might not always make sense, but you're just pulled to or know when it's time to shift gears or go somewhere or do something. Whether you're really pulled to go to a certain store that day and you bump into someone that you were meant to meet, or you're pulled to go on a trip and you have profound insights from it, or even if you're pulled to start to look for a new job, move to a different city, say yes or no to a certain plan you've been offered. Checking in with your gut, which is really strong and powerful at guiding you along your path and what is in resonance with what you need in that moment, is huge. I've learned from years of ignoring my gut that once I've started to tap in and tune in and to listen to my intuition, I've been taking aligned action. I've been showing up as my best self places. I've been honoring the capacity I have for things, whether I'm at my max capacity and I cannot participate in something I've been invited to, or if an invite really lights me up and I'm super excited by it. Everyone has intuition. I think we're kind of trained to work against it and use more of our logical brain, but our intuition works in our body. And when you ask yourself a question as to, should I stay or should I go? In any area of life, your body will tell you exactly what is meant for you. And empaths, I think, have a lot clearer of a guidance system and signal for this, or at least a lot more natural ability to connect with this aspect of themselves. And it can be hard to trust, especially if you don't want to hurt someone's feelings or you're nervous of the change that can come out of something. But just know, choices made from your intuition honor the well-being of everybody. And self-sacrificing is not self-love, and it's not sustainable. If you're meant to do something, you'll know. And if you're not meant to do something, you'll know. And the people that love and care and support you will honor and support you doing what you need to do. Meditation and journaling are a couple of really powerful ways to center back and tap into your intuition. Whether you just take a few seconds and take a few deep breaths, settle back into your body, and ask yourself some questions, you'll be able to hear your intuition. If that is a bit harder for you to trust, there's lots of different journal prompts out there. You can ask yourself different questions of different things that are coming up that you're trying to move through, and Whatever nudges and ideas that you're getting, that's your intuition. It's very simple, very straightforward, doesn't have a crazy explanation, doesn't have a bunch of anxiety and worst case scenarios attached to it. Your intuition knows the way. And through meditating and journaling, at least on my personal journey, I've been able to allow my intuition that more space and validity and room to really guide my decision making. The last superpower I'll go into is creativity. I think because empaths are so emotionally sensitive and in tune, it can be translated into expression creatively a little bit more smoothly. If you're feeling something and you want to move through it, having a creative outlet, whether it is expression or art or music or anything, honestly, that makes you feel like you're able to transmute those emotions, because empaths have more sensitivity to emotions, they also have that higher ability to create from them. Some things that I've done are wire wrapping crystals or painting or video editing, honestly, has been really potent for me, or digital art too. Those are just some personal ones. I play the piano a bit here as well, but I think people that are so emotionally sensitive and in tune can also take on those emotions pretty well. And when journaling doesn't cut it, sometimes it is helpful to create something to alchemize and release that energy that you've picked up on, because emotions are just energy in motion. They need to be moved through. They're never permanent. And by having those creative outlets and ways to express your emotions and yourself, I think empaths with that heightened awareness and sensitivity also have that heightened ability to make things. And there's tons of beautiful creators in this world that are able to do all of that, whether it's for pleasure or for work. Self-expression and creativity is an extremely healing modality too. It allows you to release what you've picked up on, whether it's in your own life or from somewhere you've been or someone else you've connected with. And by allowing that to be transmuted into a medium is a great way to release it, but also alchemize it. What are some of your favorite creative outlets? Or what were some of your favorite tools to use to navigate being an empath? I would love to hear them below. Stay blessed.